two junglers who want to fight and want to skirmish, and two mid laners who are more than willing and available to use their ults to get there. And I think whoever gets that tempo is really going to run the game.
He's found the angle. Nobody knows. WE
Oh,
could find an angle here. Vampire's going to step up. Monkey, he's not spotted. The monkey from the jungle. He's coming for BLG. He's found Elk. He's going to try to get locking down on with the wind becomes lightning. Doesn't have the charge, but guess who does? Taeyun flashes to victory. They get first blood for WE. The biggest thing now is to see if Monkey can get back up to parity with Shadow on the clear, because Shadow had been able to spend so much of his time clearing. Now he can make a move towards top. He's going to hold the wave. My dude, he doesn't have the flash. They get the CC chain. Bin doesn't have health. Shadow, he's just going to go down the trade 1-for-1, but it's the execute. Shadow didn't get hit by Cube.
That's exactly why you delay that lane swap as much as possible, so you can't have that dragon priority. The moment Shadow shows mid lane, it is free to take. And so we do see, a good play from WE to be able to corral around the objective. Bin just going to try to get some vision around it, but generally a win. Kars being able to avoid the gank and an objective going their way. Yeah, they're going to be started here. They should have first track, but Talia's not here yet.
They just go straight in. There's the Weaver's wall. Talia's here now, but they've blocked themselves off. Kars needs to watch out. He gets CC stunned now as well. On, getting a little bit low. Shadow goes down to a rogue rocket from Taeyun, and that heroic entrance buys a little bit of space for BLG to back away.
That Pantheon got absolutely melted in that fight. The moment he jumped in, he was eating the brunt of all of the damage from WE. It's a really nice fight to take out the Smite in particular, but Monkey going to be able to pick up these 3 grubs. It's, yet again, a small victory for WE, one that's not overly consequential, but certainly a good one to get. We will see how much they can push the advantage in side lanes with things like Talia and Rumble now. Dragon should be in control of WE.
All right, they start to stacking up. Could get this second dragon. BLG going to push mid and move over. Knight's coming over as well. Ultimate's available on both sides. The Weaver's wall not going to be there as well. See if they want to move in now too. Cube is nowhere close to joining this fight. Been definitely closer as BLG started up and pull the ire of the dragon down to the south side of the pit. Here comes the engage. Shadow locked down, locked up to on goes in with the heroic entrance as well. This is the combo that BLG can pull off. They make mincemeat out of WE, and it comes from the team fight special of Bilibili Gaming.
It's a beautiful setup from BLG. They buy just exactly enough time for their top laner to walk to the situation. You correctly pointed out, Cube not able to make that play
against BLG in some of these team fighting moments, but see now with the Rift Herald up, and unfortunately Monkey gets caught. No! He gets locked down even through the Crescent Guard. Shadow takes his life, and now to the objective BLG goes.
Big win for BLG to really push their lead forward.
And how deadly is that space tonight? I know you talked about the plays from Monkey, but man, that little spot between the Raptors and the river has been so deadly today. They slow things down here at all.
Yeah, we'll see what the plan ends up being for BLG because they do have that Infernal Dragon. They should actually have quite a bit of combat power. Slowing down.
It might be a Pee-wee Starfall, but it might still find the kill. Shadow dies in the end. This time he will not be executed, and he will give the kill to Kars.
Still, at the very least, a 1-for-1 play that gets a little bit more gold on some priority targets.
Yeah, at least. Hey, that's what they brought him in for. And on top of all that, 17 minutes in, they're going to get the top turret as well.
Yeah, they are going to stop the turret being taken mid lane,
but
Bin is still just pushing.
I mean, that's perfectly fine for BLG. On. Doesn't make it out of the seismic shove, and now just gets double CC chained and dies to Taeyun. The Gatling gun at his back. WE do end up finding one, but they lose a tier 2 turret in the top lane.
Certainly not ideal to lose the tier 2, but if you are going to lose it, a kill plus dragon here is at least something worth taking, and if you are going to be able to push mid, perhaps it's more.
A little bit of a weird Weaver's wall, but just able to use some of that pressure to try to get mid. They don't get it. A little bit of hesitancy around that Atacon, but no hesitancy from Ben. He has just got his deconstruction hat on and maybe going a little ham with it. Does end up getting the turret with the minions' help.
It's just...
And it's also, I mean, like you said a little bit ago, but like the team fight pressure from Ben is actually going to be really terrifying now, and it forces you to play a different way because you can't just stand in front of Taeyun, and they're trying to do that now, but Cube's coming over a little bit late. Heroic entrance comes through. On has already fallen, but here comes Bin, the big hammer. But now they've split the focus of BLG. Knight's forced to flash away, and WE feeling good. Cube's at the front, leading with the Flame Spitter. Taeyun's rocketing in the back line, and Weaver's Wall comes across. Knight, and that's a big seismic shove from Karis. He gets 2 of them. The Blade Caller is going to get 1 back. Elk going to flash away after he gets the kill on the Vampire. WE find the fight. Karis makes the difference in the Sciaticon.
That was absolutely ginormous for WE. It felt like that setup could never really work for them. They were on the back foot for the last 5 to 7 minutes, and not only is it Otacon, it's Dragon here as well, and that's sole point for WE. This game just got a lot more interesting with that fight. I do hope we get a replay, because On ends up getting taken down immediately at the beginning of that fight. So much on the map, and really reestablishing themselves.
Oh my god, we're going right back into it though. Monkey taking the forced fight into BLG. Found Elk with the 3 Talon Strike, and they find him with Cube in the back. Here comes Ben now though. He's getting locked down by Vampire. He can't do anything. He's in the worked ground. He can't move. He flashes over and still dies to a triple kill for Cube.
It's huge for WE. The CC layering from their comp is massive. It does not allow the Mbessa to play. If Elk gets caught at the beginning of these fights, it is over. That is barren for WE, and a gold lead that looked close to insurmountable for BLG at the beginning of this game is completely neutralized.
And they knew he didn't have Featherstorm because he had just used it, and he was the last one in the fight of that last one. So WE taking full advantage of the momentum they've gained themselves. And speaking of, they take the advantage of the game.
Of this game.
And we talked about, oh, Knight and Ben, they're finally showing up. Ben had a massive advantage going into these fights. He has had 2 fights in a row that he has not been able to do anything. And now WE are doing lasting damage to the mid lane.
What a play from WE. They played so well in the last 5 minutes. We'll see if they can make their escape here, because it still can get a bit dicey. But now the goal with Baron and a 3k Baron power play, at least for now, is to see what they can set up around this dragon. 2 minutes on it, and that will be Soul. Ocean Soul for WE.
Oh, they got Taeyun. They knew.
Don't want to wait for it.
They had vision on him. They got the cleanse out of him as well. Heroic entrance coming in. They can't get Taeyun, and now they've overextended. Bin now finally coming over, but Cube's got a flank.
Cube.
Look at Cube. WE getting low. Double kill goes to Shadow. Now they get the all-in with that public execution onto Cube from Bin. Shadow still kicking on the side. BLG losing some members. Bin getting low, but the taunt from Knight. The golden left hand grips the game and rips it from WE.
Oh no, I was just praising them. I should have never done so. The caster curse comes in strong, but WE get caught out just too far forward, pushing with Baron. It's a great capitalization from BLG. Shadow plays the beginning part of that fight so well, but you're right, it's the taunt from Knight that seals the fate of everyone involved.
They're a little bit split right now.
Yeah.
They only have 3 members here. Grand Star, they just pull the play. They say it's time now.
Karis.
We go on the back line. We find the heroic entrance. We find everything, but Karis is out. Now Featherstorm with the Blade Caller, not going to be used just yet. Elk misses it. He can't hit Monkey, and Monkey's chasing him down, but BLG, the back line has gone to success.
No way,
Although Monkey is picking them apart now. Knight and Ben are combining. The legends of old for BLG have risen from the depths in this game, and BLG take the fight. The flash play, it might be taken out of the game, but you could still find a way. Knight gets the play. BLG find the win of the fight, and now they're going to look for a tier 2 in bot.
That's the difference between WE and BLG, is BLG see an angle 3v5 to use the Grand Starfall and the heroic entrance from Galio to make something happen. They're able to secure the dragon, they're able to win the fight, and they take full control of this game off of a really proactive play.
Knight's overextended. They can pull, though. They can move over. Knight can tank for a while. He's going to get tanked up now. He's going to use the heroic. Try to surround them. Big play from On, but he instantly gets shut down. Another one comes through, and Knight has finally joined the fight. They need to wipe these Baron buffs off of WE, and they want to do it. Shadow walks in. No vision from WE. Didn't see anything. Now Ben trying to find his angle, but the seismic shove. Taeyun gets caught. Double taunt comes through, though, and Knight is running rampant on the back line. This big Galio finally gets taken down, and the trio of WE are alive.
You can look at where he has made a huge difference on this Talia. It's the reason this champ very rarely gets through pick ban, and I think we are seeing it in this game, but you gotta give credit to everybody. Monkey has been so aggressive. I think Taeyun's team fighting has been really solid, and he's been pumping out damage. Cube as well, very aggressive. It's just
BLG now surrounding, now looking for an angle. This dragon right around the corner. Ben goes in. He finds Taeyun. Triple knockup from On into the heroic entrance at BLG. They've executed the team fight. Monkey tries to get out with the flash. He does end up making it away. But all of a sudden, you're missing Taeyun. You're missing Vampire. And Karis has to go to mid lane to try to get this turret. It's a little bit glitchy, but he's fine. He's out of there. Dragon goes to BLG, though, and they'll put it up to an even soul point for both teams.
It's just an overly ambitious engage from WE. They have to understand that the dragon is the priority here. So it's really on a knife's edge. BLG control the cards, but they play them too fast. They could really, really be in danger with how much WE still have.
Heroic entrance coming in. It's not even there. I mean, the Grand Starfall, rather, as well. The heroic entrance going to be tried to be popped in here, but now they actually just get the fight coming through, and Knight's already down without even using his ult. Ben has joined, though, and now they find the backline. Double kill for Elk as he is ripping through them with the feathers. Ben might lose his GA life, and now they have to protect him. This is important, though. WE can find a combo. The seismic shove, the damage is there. He finds the kill back. They get the 1-for-1 in that little trade, and BLG want to keep sieging.
This is very, very dangerous for WE. They could lose the game on the spot if they make one major mistake here. They're not going to risk it. They're going to give over the inhibitor. A fight that looked like it could be very, very shaky ends up falling towards BLG once again because Taeyun is just too far forward in terms of the exchange. He Valkyries forward in order to secure the kill early on in the fight. Assistance, so...
Oh, we go back into live, and yet another fight is kicked off for BLG. They pick off Vampire, and now they can actually just turn back to the Baron. I mean, you're on full items now for Elk. They just completely tear this down.
Yeah, I mean, it's everything falling apart for WE. It's BLG finding, play after play after play.
Oh, he second-guessed himself.
Yeah. That's the unfortunate play that you just can't really be making. It's on cooldown.
The problem is he just has so many things he has to walk away from or dodge or get away from. And Shadow, he doesn't have the flash now, but that was the bane of Taeyun's existence last time. The flash CC from Shadow. Now this time they're going to try to get down this inhib and top side, get this multi-lane push. Knight can always join. WE very worried at what is happening around them right now. BLG willing to fight this even though they have the Baron because it's soul for either side. It's not even going to be a 50-50. They find the backline access. They find the two-man knockup with On with the charm. Taeyun flashing away, but he dies anyways. WE, they've been picked apart. BLG walking them down just like a dog on Sunday afternoon. WE won't have anything left. They're going to get TP'd on in the mid lane, and BLG look to hold strong in this series.
It's a great engage from BLG. It's been pulling the trigger on the top side on this Ambessa. What a game from Bin overall. He is the difference maker. It's a great follow through by On. At times it looked like he might have gotten stuck over the wall, but it does not matter. BLG striking first.
Striking first at a series that we do expect to go the distance. WE won Game 2 last night, and while it's a slow and steady burn, this is the BLG that looks so scary, that can take anyone at any moment, and this is a team that has found their stride with Shadow in the jungle.
This is crazy. I think these drafts are super fun. This jungle matchup is going to be taking all of the spotlight throughout this entire game, and I, for one, cannot wait to see which one ends up winning.
Oh, Monkey knows. Monkey knows he wanted to come over, and it instantly gets chunked. Though you do gain attack speed when you get lower. Monkey wants to take the fight, missing the shuriken there. Gonna go ahead and pop the ghost here. He's just gonna fight it out. Does have the shielding. Shadow can't fight. The flash comes through the undertow, and Monkey! The solo bolo for WE's jungler. Now Ben dies too.
Looks like Monkey will give his life for this with Bin's corpse being able to take him down. But what a play for Monkey as we get a fight bot.
And on, force the flash first for the objectives here as well.
Yeah, this is a huge start for WE. A great beginning of the game for them. Basically an instant dragon take. That's what you can get with an Olaf, especially once he's enabled with that phage and has that extra kill and assist. But I think one thing we didn't really note in terms of how that ended up breaking down.
Sit with you and tell you what they think you should do in those moments or what they would do in those moments. You can kind of take that experience into your next games. Go check out prodiff.gg, scan that QR code in the bottom left as WE make a play on the bin in topside. The Maiden has been called, the Unstoppable Onslaught has also been used, and bin will be slowed down in the muck of WE as they take another kill.
What exactly he wants to plan, but man, this Olaf is paying off.
Man, who needs items to start the game? I mean, that's what I'm learning today. Ooh, the handshake from Vampire gets a beautiful stun on. He's out of there, but now they get the kill back to bail out. Timed out. Elk beautifully timed that, and Vampire's going to go down too. A double kill for Elk, but here comes Monkey. Shadow's right behind him. Monkey might be 2 kills up, but he cannot handle a 1v3. He'll back away. Available on anyone on the side of WE, they're going to start up the grubs.
I think it's an understandable play to go for if you're BLG. It's very difficult to posture around this objective here with how much combat power Monkey has at level 6 with this Olaf. I think going for a potential pick before the fight.
Dude.
It just expired literally instantaneously. We're back.
Elk is literally on a time marker. Now on, trying to get away with the Unbreakable Will, and the Monkey runs out of gas. He runs out of juice, and he is squeezed by the 3-kill Elk.
This is a very, very dangerous game to play.
Biggest benefactor of BLG for their wins. I mean, a lot of the time it falls on his shoulders. And while they're not focusing on him now, they are focusing on Karis. They're going to take some alcove gameplay here, but with this vision, Knight should be able to poke him down. Actually goes for the push on the wave instead. Has the lethal tempo stacked up, and he gets taken down. Knight from a distance.
I just had to make sure he had enough damage to combo him down after the second knockup, but
stepping up immensely. First that Xayah game, and realizing that 12-1 is a pretty damn good scoreline for the Lovers duo for BLG. But he now, in this game number 2...
You're absolutely right. That Blade of the Ruin King completed lethal tempo as well for Taeyoon. So
Karis, no.
Oh,
Karis,
no,
what have you
Karis.
done? Shockwave coming in, but it has all been bursted and it has all been used. Nice flash coming out. Is the mark of death going to be enough? The burn not. It is. On gets the fadeaway kill, but the kill comes back. Monkey gets one, but that is it. And Knight carves him up right back. Now Taeyoon trying to get away now. Elk has popped on the hunt. Oh, Chains of Corruption goes barely wide.
This is such a tough spot for an Orianna. There's really no way to survive there. You just have to try and set up your jungler as much as possible. But Shadow just barely living the damage from Olaf as Knight ends up taking down this bot lane tier 1 turret.
Yeah,
and
literally.
Teamless, in terms of how things are going. No one's surrounding
Monkey
him.
wants it. Instantly pops the Ragnarok. Chains of Corruption going to go a little bit wide. Elk beautifully navigating this fight, but Shadow will become one with the Death Realm as Knight has TP'd in. It's a 4v5 in favor of WE.
Yeah, this is a really good setup for WE. The fight is not yet over, but no smite here, or BLG would make this very risky.
Yeah, they are just going to go in with it. I mean, the Rift Herald goes their way, at least for WE. Now a flank from On, kicking Monkey in, but the Shockwave comes across onto the back line, and now Elk getting ran down by Taeyoon with that On hit Varus. Knight goes in, he's in 1v5, gets 1 kill back. The flash return, though, as WE cleans up. They get the Rift Herald and the fight.
Up trying to fight. On looks for the flank, but he doesn't knock, I don't know, Varus or an Orianna into the team. He knocks an Olaf right into the middle of his entire team, who ends up just running through everybody. And WE with a really nice team fight win to get them right back into this game. From New York, which could be punishable, but it's a really good play from WE. And once again, just like in game 1, nobody is holding on to these leads.
Yeah, not at all. And I got to give a special shout out to Karis there. The Shockwave as that counter engage came in from On, kind of distracting the other side of the fight against BLG. really came up huge there, as now we see that Rift Herald play pulled on the bot side. They were able to get that outer turret, and now the gold has fully stabilized for both sides.
Now, we've talked a bit on the pre-show in game number 1 about how there can be times.
Oh, the hostile takeover is being used. Vampire, in a abundance of caution, tries to use that to get himself out, can't get away, and BLG find a pick to get that outer turret in the mid lane. BLG start up the Atacon.
This is so risky. Teleports are available for both members that are not at this fight, but Cube is going to be happy to split push. This is good for WE. It creates more time for this Yorick. It looks like they're going to back off to answer Knight moving topside.
So that is his immediate go button. Not able to find it where he wants to. Here comes the unstoppable onslaught. Shadow trying to go in early. The exhaust comes down. The shockwave. Shadow can't do anything. That's exactly what WE wanted.
This Zed is just not making an impact on the game. It's so difficult for him to go in. They needed to wait a little bit longer, and all of this is happening with Cube split pushing on the top side. This is exactly what WE wants, as they now start up the Otacon. You're forced to react to the Yorick.
This is actually insane. All right, they do end up stopping Cube from backing there. They'll be able to take him down slowly but surely, but they just gave up Soul Point over to WE, and it still takes a village to take down Cube.
Need to be more decisive. It's been great defensive play by WE, but at some point BLG's play has to work.
Okay, they're going to try to collapse on a Cube. Last time they did this, Knight was forced to burn his flash, and they still took all 4 of them. Oh, disgusting! But he does get out with that blast code, and now Knight dies to the Maiden under all of that. Knight is gone now. That 3-item spike, non-existent for BLG. WE feeling so strong in some of their decisions here, but now they force the Baron fight. Taeyun was really strong, but BLG, they overextend now on, headbutts the Maiden, and just gives his life away as BLG watches. Now they just have no contest here for this Baron start.
Yeah, this is a really, really bad situation for BLG.
This is desperate.
Poked out.
Like, what? They just walk up to an Olaf. Now they try to go back in on the Olaf, and Shadow instantly has to use his shadows out. Bin goes in with a double knock-up and just dies at the end. And WE, they're bringing back some of the magic from yesterday. It's going to be the speed up in here as well. WE has a flank. They're finally bringing all 5 players around as the dragon has spawned. You got to remember, this is Soul for WE on an Infernal Soul.
Would be huge. It looks like Knight needs to stay out of
Undertow
danger.
hits, he goes in. Ragnarok pop. Knight getting out, trying to get away. Can't get away from the Ragnaroking Olaf. He's just running rampant. Monkey! He's going insano! That's 3 kills down. WE find another one.
It's just unstoppable. The Olaf is simply too strong. 4,000 damage in that fight from the Olaf as he just runs at the 5-kill Azir, taking no damage and burning through his health bar. No ultimate can save you now, Knight, and that's going to be Infernal Soul for WE. You mentioned just how strong that is, but it's not just Infernal Soul. WE want Baron alongside their fight win.
Just get us to 3, man. Just go ahead and get us queued up for the 3rd game. Get us to 8 a.m. Pacific. That's what I'm here for. As WE, again, for a 2nd night in a row, find a domineering Game 2 advantage. And now, almost 5,000 gold lead, a little bit more than that here, as they continue to destroy the BLG base.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I like the Zed pick and draft. I have not liked it in execution. I can definitely say that.
Okay, maybe this is it. Maybe they find it. Kara's getting low, but now Monkey is just running on the backline. He's under turrets. He's under everything, and he's still getting killed. He's still alive. Nobody can stop him. Bailout comes through, and he still runs through them. A triple kill for Monkey, and that's WE evening up the series.
Absolutely disgusting. Nothing can stop Monkey from running through the hearts of BLG as they push us to a game number 3.
We knew it was destiny. We knew it was coming. We knew Game 3 was our fate, and it will be a full 6-game day in the LPL.
Giving them all extra stats and ornaments. I think for BLG, this could be a really scary game if you're not able to get that power spike off early. I think you're looking at lane matchups that kind of have to go in your favor.
Between the jungle matchup in this one, because Game 1, Game 2, it was all about what they can do to kind of get in each other's face. Monkey went with that invade early in game number 1. Shadow went with the invade in game number 2. Now we get a little bit of a play on bot side. Speaking of Shadow's influence, he is trying to facilitate for his carries And now they're going to find Elk. First blood for BLG, and even On doesn't go down. Not on Monkey. I mean, he will just always be useful. You get one reset in fights, and fights become a completely different conversation for WE. As Cube trying to get back up to the top side, but he just overextended and now gets the flash out of On with the rocket jump coming in, and the explosive charge going to go through. Cube's going to die again. Elk gets his second kill of the game, and Vampire, Karis just have to watch.
This is a nightmare for Cube. He is completely taken out of this game. I think the only encouraging trait is that this is an Ornn. If there's ever a champion that's okay going a ton down in CS, it is going to be Ornn, but Vampire in trouble now.
Oh no, he's only level 4 as well. Gonna get the knockback with the double shattering strikes, but the explosive charge connects. On tanks up again, and this is clinical from BLG. Now that lanes have kind of broken open, and On in between the lanes is the most dangerous position for WE.
Yeah, Vampire getting stunned up once again. He's taking quite a bit of damage. They're here.
Oh, Shadow missed his Arctic Assault, but he has the Glacial Prison. He's already level 6. Doesn't find the damage on the Vampire, but Taeyun's going to have to back away too, because Shadow's doing the classic play of follow through on the engage.
Oh,
your mount versus my mount. Poro wins.
Danger here. It's crashing.
Oh, Taeyun. Oh, Taeyun. Oh. It is devastation right now for WE, and they're not even going to get anything back from it. Shadow beautifully flashes away from the Heartbreaker of Monkey.
To contest anything around here. I think specifically Elk being up 1.5k gold by himself is just such an unsustainable thing for WE to fight into that if he's at any contest throughout the rest of the early game, they probably just have to sack in terms of the objectives. So we'll see how they want to play it out. But
Dragon score between the two. Meanwhile, On making a mad dash down towards bot side, trying to catch out the bot lane of WE.
Yes, WE has some paranoia now down on the bottom side of the map. They're not willing to walk up again. I think they're even worried under their tower. It'll be massive as we see BLG maybe looking for another dive.
They have full vision of this coming down, but this could be the third executed dive by BLG. Realm Warp's going to come in, but On has already claimed the kill on the Vampire. Turret plate also goes down, split between the 4. WE a little bit late to the play call.
Yeah, I mean, even if you spot that out early, super tough to be able to punish it in any way with just how reliable the dive is because of Nico and because of Sejuani as a duo. They're not done.
Oh no, the flash play! We've heard so many people talk about taking that out of the game, and that might just be a definition of it. They don't get any kills from it, but they're going to get the turret. At least the explosion from the explosive charge on the turret helps take down Taeyun. Okay, Vampire is now here. This turret is warmed up, and it is executing people on the side of BLG. Monkey getting resets left and right, gonna get another one right in the center. And it's gonna be a couple quick kills back to WE.
Still a Viego, so definitely have to pay attention to that.
That's the constant, is it's always a Viego. They're gonna find another dive, another kill onto Cube. And that'll be all 3 of Elk's kills are now Cube.
You know, Cube not having the best of times on the top side here. Certainly not enjoying the game I think that's being played, but a game no Roa completed for Rise. This is tragic. As Taeyun.
Oh no, he gets everything used on him by Knight and On. They combine to take down the carry of WE.
There's just no way to play the game if you don't have cleanse for this Kaisa. There's so much CC on the other side of this matchup for BLG that anytime he's targeted, there's really no way to survive. There's no tower, there's no part of the map that's going to be able to defend you all that much. You just have to hope your team can capitalize. For now, he falls in the mid lane, they lose tower, and Rift Herald will be next on the priority list.
I mean, Elk is scooping up so much gold, 2.5 thousand gold up almost over his counterpart in Taeyun. This Tristana final pick on the blue side really paying dividends. Bin gonna get 1v2 down here. Monkey should have the damage. The knockup isn't there, but the Heartbreaker is.
Dividends in terms of the damage coming through. It might need it in this game. Vampire here, though, to potentially try and dive On, but he's playing so aggro. He's alone here.
On just completely threw his life away.
That is truly one of the plays of all time that I have seen as this bot tier 1 will fall.
And just like that, more chunks of the gold lead falling out of BLG's pockets.
Certainly going to at least punish this with a bit of a Herald Charge, as it actually doesn't go off into the tier 1. That's huge to get this into the tier 2.
Come on, be like Shadow. Get a mount. There you go. Okay, Shadow will just take it himself. TP's going to come in. There will be Cube joining the fight, but he is not very strong. Can they defend it? The explosive charge is going to proc. They're going to get the reset now with the rocket jump.
Because you have Cassiopeia and Tristana on the team, and so it's very difficult to actually stop every place of the map. And Kars is at least going to be able to get that tier 1 on the top side, but it's essentially everything on the bot side. It's the whole bot lane taken, as well as Dragon, as well as pressure on mid tier 2. You know, it's a consolation prize at best for WE.
Okay, he realizes as soon as he puts the ward in, he's like, I gotta run away. Now Cube getting caught between BLG. He tries to flash, he tries to dash, he tries to get away, but the Tangle Barb's gonna connect. Taeyun is here, but Cube will fall for a 4-time, and Elk gets it too! My God, Elk, stop it.
No objective to take just yet, but Otacon spawning in 1 minute. That's the setup around the bot side of the map here, as WE could look.
Okay, they get the lockdown on to the side of Vampire, and he can't even move. He didn't even get a chance to without that front line. Yeah, they might be. As Realmworks coming in just to get some vision. See Otacon already started up. They're just going to try to pull the trigger on the Vampire. They know that they can burn him down. It will be the Glacial Prison used. Otacon about half health now. Can we see a steal? Monkey wants to get in the pit. Bin able to buy a little bit of time here, but the Otacon's already gone. Now Bin still alive. Gets the triple knockup from On with the Pop Blossom. They try to get Knight out of there with the flash. Now Elk is looking for resets.
Elk.
Going on to Taeyun. Getting the rocket jump, but he's all by himself. He's in trouble, and the resets had come through from Monkey. That's all you needed was one reset from Monkey, and it finds the fight again. Okay giving this one over, but that will give them a 5-minute timer till they need to fight that next one.
Gives him at least a little bit of breathing room. Cube will have some time to get some extra items on him, some extra levels on him, which will really matter.
With that almost 10-stack Rod of Ages for Karis, the rise, the scaling, and this team composition for WE, it's getting closer and closer coming online, especially if Knight gets caught! Caught with his hand all in the trap. WE turn it now onto Baron.
That is a huge pick. Baron has started here for WE.
I mean, they just burn it. I mean, with Monkey being the snake, Shadow steps up over here, but now this Ornhorn has been called. Shadow trying to make an escape, but he completely leaves his carry in the dust. He left Elk out on an island. And BLG have fallen completely apart here. Baron going to be going to WE.
Oh no, we might be in for one of the biggest comebacks that we have seen in the LPL this year. Don't call it a comeback until it's there, but Monkey...
You'll love to see the R5 pay out. It's his most played by a country mile. And now, in a pivotal game to try to upset BLG, try to take them down for the first time in the split, his top laner is getting caught by BLG. And now they will be on the back foot in this fight. Vampire was on a flank, and now he needs to be very careful on how he exits.
This is a very precarious situation. Vampire and Monkey both extended. Dragon has spawned. We will see if they have the opportunity to get in for a steal.
All right, Monkey, this is it. Are you going to be able to get in there? The Dragon's already going down. Monkey can't even get in. And the soul of the Ocean Soul will go the way of BLG. Meanwhile, mid lane, WE trying to get something back. Realmwarp going to be stopped in his tracks. Bin goes into the fight. It's a little bit low. Shadow now circling over here, trying to find his own angle. On going for a deep one here. He is walking the long walk. As now the engage from Shadow. On finds the angle. On finds the setup. They're going to have to fight this one. TP is coming in from Cube. They want this. Monkey needs resets, but they end up finding this. Sonya's at least coming out from Karis. He does go down in the end. Knight finds the one pick. WE now trying to fight them way out. They need Monkey to get a reset. That is their saving grace in a 4v5. Elk steps forward. Can't get the reset on the explosive charge. Cube does make it out of there alive. BLG just searching for any targets. They're desperate. They need to kill somebody. They aren't able to find anybody but Karis. Maybe trying to chase down Vampire. The fact that this is still going and Vampire ends up getting ran down after his entire team leaves him. It's a little bit of a situation diff for BLG. Tempo plays the decision, the experience really coming alive right now. They know how strong Elk is. They know they can burst down these turrets. They're looking at an inhib here.
Yeah, Monkey has to back. He's just starting the recall now. This is not just tower. This should be more than that. They should have full tempo to be able to go and get vision around.
And Monkey will go to side lane.
Once that Ornhorn is burned, and especially once it's not utilized in terms of the second proc, that fight is over. That's your engage tool in terms of being able to get a long-range push in. To make it there at this point.
TP going in way deep from Vampire with the spell book as he comes through. This inhib turret's going to be worse for wear now as Karis has completed the Zanyas after popping that Seekers last time. Elk goes forward. Again, he's playing like a madman with this GA. He knows that he can get so much damage down, but Vampire found the flank. Vampire found the moment. Is he going to find it? He can't find the Shattering Strike. He's in trouble. They go moving on to Knight. Knight gets the reset over to Monkey. Now Monkey trying to move over into the fight itself. It is going to be the 1-for-1. Knight for Vampire. You take that trade all day for WE, but they overextend. Monkey, no! At the last moment, he oversteps his bounds. He escapes from his holds, and now Taeyun trying to find the play back, trying to get this big team fight, but Ben has shown up. He's locking everybody down. He's the big croc on campus, and the Ornhorn is not going to be nearly enough resets for Elk, as he is the one that will finally book his ticket to Reset City. BLG will remain undefeated, 7-0 to start their finish their round robin, and WE will not make good on what happened merely 24 hours ago.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.